Hi, sisters! I wanted to thank you for being so kind and welcoming, especially on my first video. I've already had such an outpouring of support, and it's really been so inspiring to already be welcomed into such an open and warm and vibrant community, and I'm so excited to get to know all of you guys. And that is why I am bringing you the newbie booktuber tag. I think that's what it's called. I'm a little congested, so please forgive me. My name is Cheyenne. I am a master's student in Dallas, Texas, studying human rights and social justice. And in my very, very limited spare time, I like to read. I started this channel actually after being inspired by the wonderful humans of the Chaos Rising Book Club, linked down below. Their October book club pick was Battle Royale, and Battle Royale is one of my favorite books. It has actually been one of my favorite books since high school. To see people read it and talk about it, I was like, people want to talk about what I like to read? Then I discovered BookTube. I'm a little late to the game, sorry, but the second I discovered it, I knew that I wanted to be a part of it. Like I mentioned earlier, I am studying human rights and social justice. I think I can hopefully help to bring these sorts of lenses to the books that I read, right? And just seeing kind of how different people are being represented in different ways. As someone who is asexual, I'm very excited to help bring that perspective. Sometimes things get really heavy for no reason. We can talk about that. The thing I'm most excited for on my channel, aside from overusing and abusing Zoom edits, is getting to know people. Because like I said, I did not realize that there was such a thriving and vibrant community here. Reading is a very solitary hobby, right? And when we live in these worlds that are so beautiful and so wonderful, we kind of live in these worlds by ourselves. So that's why I'm so excited to get to meet people and you know, just geek out about all the things that we're reading and coming together to love. When I was a kid, I moved around a lot. I was a military brat, and so the people in my life and the places that I called home were always changing, but the books on my bookshelf always stayed the same. So now reading is my hobby. It's something that really grounds me, and reading is something that really helps me when I'm particularly anxious or particularly struggling. It's something that calms me and something that just kind of helps me bring everything back together because I have something else that I can focus on, this story, this world, these characters. So I'm a big old nerd who loves to read. So many book series got me into reading, but the one that I adore with all of my heart is the Animorphs book series.
Oh, I love that series.
The basic overarching plot of Animorphs is that a group of teens, witness an alien spaceship crash, and the alien inside is a prince.
And he dies?
Before he dies, he passes on his alien shape-shifting powers to the teenagers so that they can fight the evil aliens that are coming later. First of all,
will you be my friend?
But secondly, what is the book that you would die on a hill for? Most critically panned, everybody makes fun of, everybody hates book that you were like, I still love this book for whatever reason it is. My personal series is the Twilight series. I know. I've read all the critiques. I agree with most of them, but I cannot let go of my Twihard roots. I had So the Lion Fell in Love with the Lamb plastered above my bed for years. I know. I don't necessarily think that it's good literature, but I can't let go of how much that series meant to me. I read Breaking Dawn in one sitting, and that meant a lot to me. So if there are books like that where everybody hates them, but you just can't bring yourself to hate them, what are they? The hardest thing about BookTube, I think, is going to be sticking to a regular update schedule. Please don't hit the unsubscribe button when I say that. I don't want to burn myself out, and I don't want to lose the magic that comes with reading. But I'm gonna do my best to stay regular and consistent in terms of an upload schedule, in terms of content, and in terms of what you can expect from this channel as well. I actually started to read at 2.5 years old. You know those, if you've ever seen those Hooked on Phonics, like the things that you can buy for kids to help them read, they come with little stories. Apparently I was like 3, and I asked my mom, I saw the commercial and I asked my mom to buy one. She said, "But you already know how to read." And I said, "But those stories look fun," which I think was very on brand for me. I am a bed reader, which is not awesome because I don't have a good lamp by my bed. If it's too dark and I'm reading a physical book, I have to use my flashlight, my phone flashlight, to get all the words. When I read, I'm not a multitasker, and so I like to kind of be in my bed in my room where I can shut out all distractions. But since that's not always a reality, I have learned to adapt and adjust. I read ebooks on the go. I don't read in moving vehicles because I get mega car sick, but on my commutes to work, they're pretty long, and so I do read my audiobooks then. But normally I like to stick to my bed. It's the quietest place, you know. Oh, that wasn't an asexual pun.
But it works.
So I love middle grade fiction. I love young adult fantasy and sci-fi. I am a huge sucker for fairy tale and historical retellings, especially when those retellings add some kind of diversity. My absolute favorite series in the whole wide world is The Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer, and those are basically sci-fi futuristic retellings of famous fairy tales, being Cinderella, Red Riding Hood, Rapunzel, and Snow White. Anything that adds representation and anything that takes a story that we all know and love and twists it on its head. That is the content that I'm here for. So if you have any recommendations, also please do hit me up. That's the end of my booktuber newbie tag. Hopefully short and sweet, but I haven't edited this bad boy yet, so we'll see what that actually looks like. Thank you again for all the people who have been so kind and so welcoming and so wonderful. It was incredibly anxiety inducing to start this channel and to put myself out there in a way that I have not before. And I thank you all from the bottom of my heart, and I hope to get to meet more of you soon. Until the next video, I will be here in the Lo-Fi Book Cafe.